All right, let's dimension now the pipe clamp so that we know that we've done that part here. It's the last part of the drawing after we've changed the title block and did all the drawing parts. I'm gonna go again. Whoa, hello. I love it when it does something like that. Whoa, hello, what are we doing up here at home? Okay, that was weird. I love it when it does some floating information. So I'm gonna change my layer to dimension. So again, we have layers for everything, so we make sure we're using the right layer and we're drawing it. And then I'm going to use my different dimensioning tools. So my dimensioning tools I'm going to use are going to be linear, radius, and or diameter. So let's go ahead and do the linear. And I need to measure from the outside corner here to here. And I'm going to pull it out. Hit the enter key because I want to repeat that process. Oh. Okay, come here. Linear. Make sure you're starting it from the right spot. From there to the middle point, which is to here. And keeping it lined up so that they're lined up together. All right, our next one we want is hit the enter key is here, the outside pieces. And then outside to outside. And if your dimensions do not look like this, so that's why when and where you would go check your dimension style, your dim style. Okay, we're still not done with linear. We need from here to here. So you literally have to look at the drawing and decide what would you need to know if you were going to have to go back and draw this. And again, just like if we were hand drawing, you don't want to over dimension, you want to dimension just enough. And if that doesn't look good, so you can click on it and notice the little blue node editors come up and you can drag it out some more. So don't panic if you ever put it in the wrong place, you can still move it around. The node editors still work the same way. And I'm going to go back and check the drawing here in a second because this does not look good. All right, see there's like a hidden line sticking out. Okay, radius. So for right here and the fillet corners, the radius, so click on it, mouse, pull it out to the outside, click, double click on it, move your mouse to it's in the front of it, and do that parentheses 4. That way we know that there's 4 of them. That's all it stands for. Okay, we would have radius of this.
In class.
Now, the circles up here, they can be a radius or diameter. Both are acceptable. Diameter is preferred. Remember, we try to keep a radius for fillets and arcs, those kind of things. So diameter is the preferred method. And again, move your mouse, double click on it, parentheses 4, so that the 4 goes in the front, so that that represents that there's 4 of them, so we don't have to dimension all 4 circles. Okay, now I want to show you something and show you why we do the drawing over in model space, but we dimension in paper space, because it'll make more sense here in just a second when I show you. And plus I want to go check and see why does that little hidden line there look off. Let's go to model space, zoom in, and that's why it looks off. So trim, spacebar, go away. Okay, good. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that exact same dimension here in model space, and I'm going to dimension it here. Now I'm going to go back to the title block. Compare the size of that dimension to the one that's in the paper space in the title block. What happens is when you dimension and you do all that over a model space, it's going to stay to that full scale, and so we have scaled this drawing to half. So that means it's made everything half size smaller. So it's taken those dimensions and made them half sized. So we draw a model space, we bring it over into paper space using the viewport, and then we dimension in the viewport. So you add all those details, etc., in your viewport. And remember, you can add multiple tabs at the bottom, and you can have all kinds of an in-depth drawing if you needed it. I think the most tabs I've ever had on one was like 15, because we were doing cross sections of elevations of floor plans, not floor plans, but the concrete, the slab. And so we had to show all the different pier footings and those different things. And so we had a lot of cross sections that we had to draw and dimension and put details on. So you can have more tabs here at the bottom for more detailed. So you do all the drawings here, you link it over into paper space using your viewport, and then you do your dimensioning in all of your important work. Yeah. Last thing you do, file, save as again, and then file, print. and you'll print it in the lab, or you'll print it however, and I'll help you add the printer if you don't know how to do that. You'll print and you'll give me a hard copy, then you're going to log into Blackboard and you're going to submit a copy of this. So remember, you always do both. So I'm going to save this pipe clump again. You will go through and print out a copy for me to look at and write on and get back to you. And you'll submit an electronic copy for me to check, because if I think that there's any cheating going on, I can easily open that up and see that you have or haven't by running a couple of checks on it. All right, congratulations. You just did pipe clamp.